Well, hey friends, how's everybody doing? This is Steve Motley coming to you from Boise, Idaho on Wednesday evening, the first day of January in the year of our Lord 2020. Oh yeah, baby, that even feels good saying it, don't it? 2020. Oh, it's going to be a great year, friends. It's going to be a great 10 years, the roaring 20s. Here we go, baby. It's going to be a wild ride. But, it's starting off really good. It's got a real good feel to it. 2020's got a good energy. It came in like a lion. It came roaring in. 2019 is now in the rearview mirror. And here we go. We're heading down that super highway into the future. And everybody gets a front row seat. Everybody gets to participate in this wild ride. I mean, come on, friends. Think about it. Is this not the very best time in the history of planet Earth to be alive? I think so. I mean, there may be some out there that beg to differ. Some may say, oh, it was better back in the 50s or the 60s. Well, I don't think so. I think people are probably living longer today. People are healthier today. Well, I don't know about that. A lot of people choose some pretty crazy lifestyles and it doesn't do much for their health. But if you're health conscious and if you're doing the best you can to keep your body in shape and keep it healthy, there's a lot of things you can do here in 2020 that you couldn't do 50 or 60 years ago. So I think it's one of the greatest times in the history of the planet to be alive. Like Charles Dickens said, he coined, of course, A Christmas Carol, which we've just come out of the Christmas season, and a lot of us watch the old Christmas Carol movies by Charles Dickens, but he's also famous for the book he wrote, A Tale of Two Cities, about the French Revolution. And that book starts off, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. And that's kind of where we find ourselves today. These are some of the best times we've ever had as far as the technology and the luxuries and all the amenities that we have in our lives today, but also we have a lot of challenges that come with all that technology and all the advancement. And that is, people just don't seem to interact like they used to. There's not the same sort of communication that there was years ago as people like me were growing up. So, there's always going to be challenges with every decade and every situation, and here we are entering into a brand new decade. It's not the new millennium. I mean, we've got one decade under our belt. We've got 10 years, of history behind us now. Now we're moving into a whole new era, and I think it's going to be a great time. I think, once some things get straightened out here in our country and around the world, I think it's going to be a much more conducive atmosphere, a much greater place for us to be, and to experience life and to move forward and advancements and all sorts of things in medicine. People are going to start living longer. We'll eradicate a lot of these diseases. And they're just, hopefully we can make this world a better place. But it's all up to each of us. It's up to each individual to make up their own mind, to do their own part to make this world a little bit better place. And then if we'll decide that individually, then reach out collectively and agree to help one another instead of always fighting against each other, we'll just have a good thing going on. Well, listen, I wanted to take a few minutes tonight before this first day of the new year ends, and I wanted to do a video and talk to all of you out there about this hemp revolution, about what's going on with this amazing company that I'm a part of called HempWorx. Now, for the sake of those of you that don't know my story, and for the sake of you that do, I'm going to condense this, but I'm going to take just a minute and explain to everybody watching this video that may not know my story exactly what's going on here. 1 year ago, on January the 4th, 2019, I officially joined HempWorx. HempWorx is a division of a much larger company called MyDailyChoice. MyDailyChoice and HempWorx are based in Las Vegas, Nevada. They started, MyDailyChoice started a little over 5 years ago back on the East Coast in Maryland, I believe. And a few years ago, Josh and Jenna Schweigel, the creators of MyDailyChoice, decided to pick up and move to Las Vegas, where they currently reside and where our company is currently based out of. I've been to the corporate headquarters several times. It's an up-and-coming organization. We are the fastest growing network marketing company in the world for the second year running. That's MyDailyChoice, the parent company, of which, like I said, HempWorx is a division or a subset of the much bigger MyDailyChoice. We are a global company. We're starting to expand globally. There's a list of all those countries where we are officially open in the back office. You can readily get that. I can tell you that it's my understanding that there's going to be a massive, aggressive global expansion plan starting in 2020 and beyond. So what that does is that provides a tremendous opportunity not only for all of you friends around the world in these different respective countries that are opening and are preparing to open, but also for those of you in the States, because in this program, in MyDailyChoice, we have what's called a seamless compensation plan. Means it goes all over the world. You can sign up somebody in California who signs up somebody in Australia, who signs up somebody in Japan, and you get to be the beneficiary of all that volume in each of those respective countries, whether you physically went there or not. That is a beautiful thing. And in this day and age of the internet, that makes it even more applicable to the saying, think local. Think global, work local, or work local, think global. So there's people right in your very hometown, whether you're in Cleveland, Ohio, or Lansing, Michigan, or Jacksonville, Florida. No matter where you are, you know somebody in your town who knows somebody who lives in Rome, or who lives in Frankfurt, or who lives in the Philippines. We live in a global community. So I only bring that up because, I've lived all over the world. I've literally traveled the world. And so when I joined HempWorx, MyDailyChoice, and I learned about the compensation plan, it was very reassuring to me to know that I could build an international global business right from my home office here in Boise, Idaho. That's a very good thing. And you can do the same for no matter where you are in the world. Now, I know a lot of you good folks watching this video have already joined. You live overseas. Maybe you're in Australia, New Zealand, Belgium, Germany, Italy, France. No matter where you are, those of you that have already joined MyDailyChoice, God bless you. You did the right thing. Now, what you want to do is continue to share MyDailyChoice with your friends back in the U.S., back into Canada, back into the UK, all the other places where we're currently operating. You can start to build your global business yourself, no matter where you are. Okay? So keep that in mind. But number two, the other thing I want everybody to realize is there is truly this massive economic wave that is starting pretty much in the United States, and it's going to make its way all around the globe. It's called the hemp revolution. And we know that the CBD is one of the hottest products in the world today. Everybody's asking about it. Everybody wants it, but they don't know which product to get. Of course, everybody wants the purest product on the market. Well, one of the things as a HempWorx affiliate, we can honestly say is we have one of the most, if not the most purest product on the planet. I mean, we have all sorts of rules and regulations and things that, go into the creation of our product. We have all the paperwork to substantiate what we claim. But we tell people, give our product a try. We have a 60-day full money back guarantee. If you use our product and you're not completely satisfied, return the empty containers and your money will be refunded. As far as refunds go, let me also say, if you ever get a broken product, anything that's defective, you call customer service, let them know. They'll assign you a ticket number and have you return that product for either a replacement of that same product or one of equal value. So keep that in mind. This is a company of integrity. This company stands behind their guarantees. They stand behind their word. We produce high quality products. But if for some reason something is not right, you call the company and they'll make it right because they stand behind what they do. Now, having said that, this is my first video of the year. I wanted to just make a video and talk to all of the people out there that have already joined the Motley Crew HempWorx team. God bless you. Thank you for doing so. You made a very wise decision. There are certain things I want to talk to all of you that have already joined. I want to talk to you about a few important things, but I also want to talk to those of you that have not yet taken the challenge. There are many watching this video or that will watch this video in the future that don't have a clue what I'm talking about. They say, well, Steve, what is this HempWorx thing all about? What are you asking us to do? What I'm asking you to do is to learn more about it, number one. I believe in education. When I started my retiredmarinesoundsoff.com YouTube channel almost 3 years ago now, I did it in the hope that I would be able to provide some information about current events, about certain things going on in the political scene, maybe in the military, maybe with our president, things that not everybody out there is privy to. I've got different sources the way I get information, just like I'm sure you do. And what I do is I get with these different sources and I pull information from here and there and I verify what I can. And then I get behind this camera and I shoot videos and I try to cut through the minutia. I try to cut through all the BS and give you some factual information that you may not be getting from the mainstream fake media. And then I tell everybody up front, I say, listen, don't believe a word I say, but listen to what I say. And if I say something that causes you to take a double take or maybe think twice, then jot down some notes, go do some research and due diligence. The same thing holds true with this video that I'm creating here about HempWorx, about this hemp revolution, about what's going on. What I want you to do is, if you haven't done so, take the free tour. No harm, no foul. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. You go to my marketing system, you put in your first name, your email address, you can put in your phone number if you want to. Nobody's going to do anything with that information. But what that does, it allows you to take the free online tour and get familiar with this industrial hemp, with these CBD products, with some of our other fantastic products like our hair care. Man, I love the hemp-infused shampoo and conditioner. I decided that in 2020, I was going to get back to my roots. I was going to get back to what got me to where I'm at in HempWorx today, and that's really the CBD oil. This is what led me to find HempWorx. I was doing research trying to figure out what I might recommend to my veteran friends that are suffering from depression, PTSD, all sorts of ailments. See, I spent almost 6 months in the VA hospital going through a major ordeal. And I got to know a lot of veterans. I got to find out what some of their challenges are. And one of the things I resolved was that I was going to continue to stay close to the veterans community even after I got out of the hospital. And I was going to continually do research. And if I could find things that I thought were beneficial in helping my fellow veterans convalesce or, recover from some kind of ailment or situation they were currently going through, then I was going to keep them abreast of that. I go over to the VA a lot, and I visit veterans. I go over to the community living center where I spent so many months, and I go, see guys for lunch and talk to them and encourage them. And in the research that I was doing, I was trying to figure out what can we do about all these veterans that are still committing suicide, something to the tune of about 23 a day. That is, to me, that's unacceptable. Why has that freaking number not changed very much over the last several years? I don't know. But I know that a lot of these veterans are strung out on opioids. And it's the opioid epidemic that's causing so many veterans to commit suicide. So as I'm surfing all around the internet looking for alternative things, I stumble into this CBD oil. And I read these research projects that were ongoing that were taking and getting veterans off of opioids, weaning them off with CBD oil, giving them CBD and taking them off of the opioids at the same time, and it was showing a lot of promising results. Well, in the course of doing this research, I stumbled into this company based out of Las Vegas called HempWorx. And I started reading about how they were a network marketing company, and you sign up as an affiliate, you get your own website, and then you start sharing these fabulous products with your friends, your family, other people out there on the internet that you think might be interested. So I got all excited. I'm going, yeah, man, I can do this. But then I started reading these people who had some negative things to say about how CBD isn't fully legal. They were having problems getting it into certain states and certain counties. So I said, damn, man, I don't want to get involved in something that's not, 100% legal, so I'll just keep my ear to the ground and watch and wait. Well, lo and behold, a year ago, December the 20th, 2018, President Donald J. Trump signs the Farm Bill. What is the Farm Bill, Steve? The Farm Bill gives the American farmers nationwide the authority to once again grow hemp. See, in 1937, hemp got caught up with cannabis. FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, came out with the Anti-Cannabis Act of 1937, and the idiots didn't know the difference. They didn't know that the hemp was different than the cannabis. They're in the same family, but very different. So they outlawed the growing of hemp right along with cannabis. So we had an 80-year hiatus. For 80 plus years, no American farmer could grow the number one cash crop during the time of the Founding Fathers and the Declaration of Independence and the Revolutionary War. Hemp was a mandatory crop in the colonies. But for the last 80 plus years, we haven't had it. But then President Trump signs the Farm Bill, and now it is legal to grow hemp in all 50? No, 47. 3 states are acting stupid. Idaho, the state where I currently reside, does not allow farmers to grow hemp. South Dakota and Mississippi. Now, what in the hell is wrong with Idaho, South Dakota, and Mississippi? Maybe they didn't get the memo. But these state legislatures need to get with the program and open it up, because Idaho, where I live, has some of the most conducive climate for growing industrial hemp of any place in the country. Hello? The Idaho farmers are begging for it, so you Idaho legislators and those of you in South Dakota and Mississippi, just get with the 21st century here and make your state legal for the growing of hemp, because you're getting left behind. You got states like Florida, which claim Governor DeSantis and those forward-thinking people in Florida, they're saying they're going to be the number one hemp-producing state in America, and they probably will be. It's a huge state, and they're very forward-thinking. just like Texas and some other states. So hemp is here to stay. The hemp revolution is not going away. So I mention all of that to say, those of you that have an entrepreneurial spirit, those of you that have ever thought about making a lot of money, but you really weren't sure how you were going to do it, you didn't know if there was a way that you could do it legally, well, back up the train, friends, because you just stumbled into a freaking gold mine. This hemp revolution is going to become a multi-billion-dollar operation worldwide, with or without my effort and your effort. So my question then becomes, if it's going to happen anyway, what would keep you from getting on board with that hemp train? I don't know. Maybe it just doesn't appeal to you. Maybe you don't like making money. Maybe you don't like helping people. In this last year that I've been in HempWorx, I've logged over 15,000 miles on my Honda Accord. I've driven all over this country. I've talked to all sorts of people. I've recruited people into my HempWorx business. Many of you know who you are. I've met you at expos. I've met you at the convention. But I can promise you that 2019 was a warm-up. 2019 was a prelude to much bigger and better things that are coming in 2020 and beyond. The experts are saying that the year 2020 will be the golden year of the hemp revolution. This massive economic growth that we're going to see all over the world. Countries are getting together to figure out how they can best participate in the hemp explosion. Why? Because number one, the product works. When you find something in a little bottle like this that a person can take, a dropper and just take drops and put them under the tongue, when you can put a few drops under your tongue and see some absolutely miraculous things happen. Now, we don't make claims. We don't say anything about what this product will do for you. But let me just say that if people are talking and people worldwide are talking about the benefits that they're receiving from a product like this, then if you are somebody that is suffering some sort of physical situations, why would you not want to give this a try, especially given the fact that you have with our company, a 60-day full money-back guarantee. Get you two bottles, use them for 60 days, and if you don't like it, return it. But you know what? Chances are you're going to love it, and you're going to want to keep taking it. And then you're going to ask the question, well, Steve, what do I do? Well, you got a choice. You can become a preferred customer and get the product every month at wholesale, or you can pay an extra $20 and become an affiliate. You're going to pay the exact same amount as a preferred customer, but now you're going to have your own website. You're going to get your little business in a box. You're going to be able to start sharing your website and your marketing system. That's right. Every person who becomes an affiliate, every person who pays the $20 gets their own website, also gets their own marketing system. Now, tomorrow, on the second day of January 2020, at 12 noon Pacific, Joshua and Jenna Swigel are going to be doing a webinar, okay? Now, if you're fortunate enough to watch this video that I'm doing here on the night of the 1st of January or sometime in the morning before the actual webinar takes place from Las Vegas, then what you'll want to do is go down and click and sign up for this webinar. Because if you have any desire whatsoever to get involved in the most lucrative home-based business that will ever come across your desk, and friends, I don't say that lightly. I know the network marketing business. Since my retirement from the military, I have not had a regular job. I was fortunate to work with some of the best network marketers in the world, to include Mark Yarnell, the author of the best-selling book, Your First Year in Network Marketing. Look him up. But anyway, I learned from some of the best, and I had gone into retirement myself because I had been dealing with some health challenges. But about the time that I had an absolute miraculous recovery from my health situation, I stumbled headlong into this fabulous company called MyDailyChoice HempWorx. And like I said, I got started a year ago this month, on the 4th of January 2019. It was one of the greatest financial decisions I ever made. And thanks be to all of you wonderful souls who have decided to join my team. And you are many. You know who you are. Let me just encourage all of you that are part of the Motley Crew team. Let me thank you, first of all, for taking that plunge. I don't know who you are exactly. I don't know where you are relative to the big picture of things. But the past does not equal the future. The fact of the matter is, you're in the program. And I hope that you've maintained your volumes. I hope you've maintained your auto ship and that you haven't lost your volumes. But if you have, no big deal. Get back in. Grab your spot again if you can. If you can't, grab a new spot. But get in. Just get in, because again, you miss every shot you don't take. If you don't start, you will never succeed. You'll always be a woulda, coulda, shoulda. You'll never know what you might have done had you taken action. Don't be that kind of person. I'm telling you, friends, the variables are all in place. This is not smoke and mirrors. I'm not blowing a lot of smoke here and trying to convince you of anything. All I'm doing is laying the facts out on the table, and then you've got to make the decision. You've got to make an educated and informed decision based on the facts, whether or not this is something you'd like to get involved in. Now, if you were led to this video by somebody, then you make sure you get back to that person that asked you to come watch what Steve Motley has to say. Because Steve Motley knows what he's talking about. And I'm telling you, this company, MyDailyChoice HempWorx, is breaking records in the multi-level network marketing industry. We are going to we have already broken records, and we will break many more records as to the number of people in this company that will become millionaires. There will be many. Again, we don't make promises because we don't know just how motivated or passionate you or anybody else joining our team is. But we know, based on the way the compensation plan is structured, that if you find a highly motivated individual that sees exactly what we have our hands on here with these products, and then they roll up their sleeves and get involved like I did in the beginning, then you can pretty much write your own ticket. I've exceeded every one of my expectations for 2019, but the best is yet to come. I have now laid a firm foundation for the Motley Crew on which we are going to build an empire. You're going to build your own empire, but you'll do it as part of a bigger group. You see, I'm the head of the Motley Crew, but I'm also part of the Barb Miller success team. Barb Miller from Nova Scotia, Canada, has one of the fastest growing teams in the company. Now, I am an affiliate inside of Barb Miller's success team organization, but you want to align yourself with leaders. So we've got a huge support network. So should you decide to join the Motley Crew or get back to the person that invited you here and join with them, you're going to be part of a much bigger success team. And the beautiful thing is, is that everybody in your team has your success. It's a win-win. We want our upline leaders to succeed, and they want us to succeed. It's a complete win-win situation. It's like when the tide comes in, all ships rise. There's enough of this pie to go around for everybody. There's absolutely no need for anybody to join this company and get selfish and start trying to outdo one another and stab people in the back. Let me see if I can pull my buddy down so I can lift myself up. No, there's no need for that. This is not your typical corporate rat race. This is a teamwork makes the dream work. As HempWorx and MyDailyChoice as a company continues to move forward and succeed, that means that every individual member of that company succeeds along with them. And especially, we have global corporate bonus pools. Every month, if you bring in 4 new people, now whether they are affiliates or customers, it doesn't matter. You could bring in 4 new customers, 4 new affiliates, 2 of each. But for every 4, you get 1 share, 1 corporate share. You get 8 people, you get 2 shares. You get 1 share, you get 1 corporate share for every 4 people you bring in each month. That's awesome. And that can add up over time. As the company gets bigger and bigger, your value for that 1 share can go up. It fluctuates in value. This is just one more little incentive that Josh gave us when he created this compensation plan. There are 8 different ways, friends, to make money in MyDailyChoice HempWorx. I won't go into the details. Every one of you that's already a member, all you got to do is log into your back office, watch those videos, start to familiarize yourself with what you've got your hands on. Some of you have not taken the time to really look at the information and decipher how big financially this program is. But then again, some of you have. And those of you that have, you're starting to get excited. But I want all of you to just regroup right here at the beginning of 2020. Dust yourself off. Say, hey, the past doesn't equal the future. I'm going to start over again, whatever I've got to do. But I don't want to miss this wave. I don't want to miss this economic growth trend, the biggest of which I'll ever see in my lifetime. That's right. The hemp revolution is the X factor, friends. Not every day do you get to have a variable like the hemp revolution itself that you can get swept up in that's going to help propel you forward. Now, like I said, everybody is looking for hemp oil, okay? Now, here's the deal. I'm going to kick this year off right. I have got 3 bottles of HempWorx CBD oil. I got 2 peppermint, I got 2 cinnamon 500s, and I've got 1 peppermint 500 in the isolate. That's the THC free. So, for the first 3 people that comment down in the description tag on this video, now you cannot be a member. If you have not yet joined HempWorx as an affiliate, but you're very interested in doing so, but you'd like to try the product first, give me your name, your mailing address, and I will, the first 3, and I will get 3 bottles off in the mail tomorrow. This is my effort to start this, to get some positive karma going this year. So again, if you're not yet an affiliate, but you'd like to try the product, let me know which one you would like. I've got 1 THC free, and then I've got 2, they're all 500s. Let me know which you'd like. First come, first serve. So First 3 people that give me their name, mailing address, do not forget your zip code. I will get the product in the mail to you tomorrow, Thursday, the second day of January. And if I may have one, no, I got to keep this one. This is my 750. But I may have one more bottle that I will offer up in my next video. I think I do, but I got to check. I don't know. I haven't verified that. But anyway, friends, the first 3 comers, name, mailing address, you get a bottle, okay? But look, this is the point I want to make before I wrap this video up. This opportunity is one of those that doesn't come along every day. It's one of those once in a blue moon kind of things. But when something like this shows up, you really need to stop what you're doing and take a few minutes and see if this is a fit for you. And that's why when I tell people the easiest way is to just take the free tour. Now, like I said, every person that joins as an affiliate, you're going to get your own marketing system. My marketing system, if you go to endlesspaychecks.com, that's called a domain name. I use a domain name redirect. I use something catchy. When I say endlesspaychecks.com, that creates a word picture. Yeah, I would like to get endless paychecks. Well, I do. Ever since I joined HempWorx in January of 2019, I have received a paycheck every single week. Now, there's ways that every one of you can do that. There's certain qualifications, but if you want to get weekly pay, you can do that. If you want to get paid monthly, you can do that. But I like getting paid every week. And so that's what I've done. So I thought that the name endlesspaychecks.com is very apropos. But if you go there to that website, endlesspaychecks.com, you're going to see my marketing site. This is the site just like the one you're going to get. Every HempWorx MyDailyChoice affiliate gets their own respective marketing site that was created by Josh Schweigel. And so the simplicity of how we do this business is you go to my site, endlesspaychecks.com, you put in your name, your email address, and you hit enter. That starts the marketing system. That means every day or so, you're going to get a little email in your in basket from Josh Schweigel from the company explaining to you why we would love to have you come join us as a member of our HempWorx My Daily Choice team. And there will be links that you can click on. And if you click on that, all you do is verify that I or whoever's site you went to is your direct sponsor, and then you come join our team. Then you get an email welcoming you aboard, giving you your website information, and then you just start to duplicate that same process that you went through. It's not rocket science, friends. It's very duplicatable, and it's a paint-by-number system. It's, follow the leader kind of thing. And so that's why I want to create videos like this so that you are a member of the team, you can come here, play the video, learn what you need to do to get up and running and start building your own business, okay? I was up and running from day one. I was ignorance on fire. I did not know what the hell I was doing. But I knew I was calling people up and getting them to go to my website and join me. And I did a lot of that in my first couple months. And I will continue to do that because I believe that sharing the business opportunity with new people is the lifeblood of any business. It's not something you want to do for a little while and then stop and put it on the shelf for a few months. You want to keep doing it. It's like shaving. No matter how good you do today, you got to do the same thing tomorrow unless you want to grow a shaggy beard. Well, recruiting's the same way. I'm always, ABC, always be closing. I'm always, everywhere I'm going, everywhere I'm at, I'm constantly thinking of ways that I can, reach in my pocket and pull out one of my cards and share it with somebody. I keep them with me. If you don't have a card with you, how are you going to share it with somebody? So, number one, you got to make sure you're armed and dangerous all the time. So, I whip out one of my little cards. I keep it simple, endlesspaychecks.com. See, again, I want to get everybody to that marketing system. Why? Because the marketing system does all the work for you. It does all the heavy lifting. It sifts and sorts people. You don't have to do a presentation. You don't have to sit there and tell people all about what you're into. All you got to do is get your friends and family and contacts to go to your marketing system. And once they go to that marketing system, again, they're going to figure out what to do. They're going to figure out if this is the right fit for them. If it is, they're going to come join sight unseen. So that's all I use is the website. And then on the back, I've got the 8 ways to get paid. I mean, money's a motivator, right? Well, when you pick up my card and you see endlesspaychecks.com, what the hell? And then you look at these 8 different ways to get paid, you're probably going to be curious enough to go to a computer and punch in my email address. That's exactly what you want everybody to do. So whether you're brand new in this business as a brand new affiliate, maybe you're going to get signed up tonight or tomorrow, maybe you signed up a year ago and you're just now trying to get your handle or your mind and heart wrapped around what you got going on. It's just as simple, friends. Make you up some cards. Put your website on there. Because when somebody goes to this is my HempWorx site. This is just a domain name redirect. It's a catchy name. But when people go there, they see my HempWorx marketing system. They see this belongs to Steve Motley, and they see my phone number up there at the top of my marketing system. You see? So if somebody wanted to get in touch with me, all I'd have to do is go here, find my phone number, and give me a call or send me a text message, right? I mean, this is the way it works. But we try to overcomplicate things. We try to make things way too hard. It's friends helping friends. Friends don't lie to friends. If you pick up that phone and you call a friend you haven't talked to in a couple of years, and you say something to the effect of, hey, Bob, hey, Dr. Bob, over there in Tennessee, haven't talked to you in a couple of years. How you doing, man? Hey, great, Steve. How are you? Listen, I don't have much time. I know you don't either. But let me give you my website. It's a marketing system, actually. You're going to be asked to put in your email and your phone, or your name and email. Would you do that and check it out? Well, sure. Okay, here it is. endlesspaychecks.com. What was that again? endlesspaychecks.com. Check it out. That's all you got to do, friends. If you do that repeatedly, and you do it with, and you hedge your bet, because people always ask me, Steve, what's your secret? Okay, you bring in all these people, your number one recruiter, all that stuff. What do you do that other people don't do? I said, well, number one, I don't talk to stupid people. You got to stop talking to stupid people. If somebody gives you a hard time, if somebody wants to argue with you and tell you why, this CBD product's no good, or, they don't like hemp-infused shampoo, next. Your favorite word has to be next. You don't have time to get bogged down, because every time you get a no, that just brings you closer to a yes, but you got to keep moving forward. You don't get bogged down. You don't have time to sit and listen to some idiot try to explain to you why they don't have the wherewithal to do what you're doing. See, discipline is doing things that most people know they should do, but they're not willing to do. How do you think In my first 2 months in this business, I was the #1 recruiter in the entire company. On the entire planet, I was #1 for 2 months in a row. And then in October, I was #2 in the world. How did I do that? A lot of hard work. It ain't nothing given to you out here, friends. But it depends on how bad you want it. If a 63-year-old tired-ass Marine can be #1 in the company, what is your excuse? Well, oh, maybe you don't like making money. You don't like making more money you've ever made in your life. You don't like being part of the most lucrative compensation plan ever created in network marketing history. I don't know. I don't know what motivates you. You don't like introducing people to products that literally change their lives for the better. I don't know. What is it that floats your boat? What are you looking for? What is it going to take to get you awake? What's going to get you awake and not be asleep at the wheel like so many of you've been for so long throughout your life? Well, it's time to get engaged, friends. It's time to get up off the couch and do something. It's time for all good men and women to come to the service of their country. And it's time for you to do something positive in your life. How about do something for your family? How about do something for your future posterity? Did you know that whatever you create in HempWorx, in MyDailyChoice, did you know you can will that to somebody in your family? That's pretty cool. So that means you're not out. What do you think I'm doing? You think I'm doing this just for Steve? No. I'm doing this. I'm creating a legacy. Because when Steve takes that last big gulp and crosses over to the other side, he can go knowing that the empire, the hempire that I created or that I assisted in creating while I was here on planet Earth, breathing in and breathing out, that thing that I created is now going to carry on in the name of my son or my 5 kids, the motley crew. They're going to carry on where, Grandpa Steve left off. Well, every one of you can do the same. So why would you not want to at least get started and start letting that thing build? Do you know if you joined today and just came in at any level and got on auto ship for a product, if you came in with me, you're going to start to see a lot of volume go down below you because you're on auto ship and you're not going to lose that volume. And then maybe one day you'll wake up and realize that, hey, you can make a lot of money if you do certain things. So then you go, well, what do I need to do? Well, you need to upgrade to executive for #1. Yeah, that's right. Friends, I got things that I'm finally going to start working on. I've been planning for months now, but I'm going to have websites that I'm going to create that I'm going to have every one of my executives. If you're an executive in the motley crew in HempWorx, you're going to be on this website. All your links are going to be on there. I'm going to talk about where you are, whether you're in Alabama or Ohio or Oregon, wherever you are. I'm going to have your picture on there and links to your site, and I'm going to market your site all over the world and encourage people to join one of my leaders. Don't join directly with Steve. Join with one of my team leaders. Let's build the team. Let's everybody work together. And I'm going to have all my international people on there. And I'm going to be constantly building new sites that will help market you and what you're doing. And for those friends that are not part of HempWorx, if you're in something else, I'm going to have websites to market what it is that you do too. Maybe you got a plumbing business in Timbuktu or somewhere. Or maybe you drive a long-haul truck out of Nashville, Tennessee, and you don't want a deadhead. Maybe you're looking to get a load after you get to LA, that you're looking for a new load coming back east or something. I'll help to whatever I can do to help promote any of my fellow veterans and patriot friends and just, good-hearted people out there. That's what I want to do. And I've been working over the last several years to get all this stuff finally in place. And now the right personalities are showing up. The right programs are showing up. And I just got this convergence of things that are coming together that will help propel the Motley Crue HempWorx team, into much bigger and greater heights. And friends, there's a couple things in the works that I won't even belabor you with right now, but I just suffice it to say that I promise you, I've got some very exciting things that are going to be happening in 2020. So this is a long haul experience. This is not a get rich quick scheme. So again, if you want to get rich quick, you can, if you're willing to work hard. But why not just grab a spot now, get your position, learn what you need to do, ride that wave with me, and just follow the leader. Do what I do, and you'll have the same sort of success. But what I'm going to do is try to shorten that learning curve and provide tools and websites and different things. It's just going to be a plug and play for you. You're not going to have to do anything. I'll take care of getting it marketed out on the web and getting you seen. See, to have a website's one thing, but unless that website is getting traffic, unless people are seeing it, it doesn't do any good. It's just like a YouTube channel. Well, my YouTubes are starting to get a lot more visibility because of my Brighteon account. Thanks be to God for Brighteon and Mike Adams. And if you're in YouTube and you don't have a Brighteon, you need to get one. Because this video here about HempWorx is going to be posted on my YouTube, but at the same time, it's going over to Brighteon and just be another video on my channel. I'm going to have a hodgepodge of videos covering different subjects on my Brighteon, because people can just pick and choose. If you like the subject of one of my videos, check it out. If you don't, pass it by and go to something else. I don't care. But the variety is the spice of life, right? And the more videos you can have that appeal to the most number of people, the better. So I know that there will be people that discover this information about HempWorx through Brighteon. Maybe you've never seen me on YouTube. You don't know anything about Retired Marine Sounds Off. You never saw my HempWorx channel on YouTube. However, you stumbled in to the video here on Brighteon, perhaps. See, it doesn't matter. But when you get involved in social media, you got to look at each. Twitter is a platform. It's a platform that sets out in cyberspace, just like Instagram or just like Facebook or a YouTube channel. These are platforms in cyberspace that are hubs. They're like meeting places. They're like the modern day town square. It's like the old town squares in Europe, but instead of being a physical location, it's a cyber location. And it's just a wonderful time to be alive, to be able to participate in so many different platforms. I cherish the day that Twitter will be like Twitter of old, where on a given day I could get up in the morning and have, 100, maybe 200 new followers just overnight on Twitter. Nowadays I may get one or two. It's crazy. But it's called censorship. It's called, shadow banning. And it's real. I never would have suspected it. I thought it was always going to be the other person. It would never be me because I'm not big enough. I'm just a small fish in a big ocean. I'm insignificant, right? Well, maybe not. Maybe there's enough shadow banning taking place. But I have 65,000 plus followers on Twitter. And if you're not yet following me on Twitter, go to @Steve Motley and follow me. I follow everybody back. I'm trying to figure out Instagram. Still don't have a handle on that one yet. But Facebook, I love Facebook. I'm maxed out. I got maybe a few more spots. That's Steve Motley 888, or Facebook.com/Steve Motley 888. That's my handle there if you want to follow me on Facebook. But anyway, friends, yeah, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. I would encourage all of you out there, whether, no matter what your genre, no matter what your bailiwick, if it happens to be hemp, if you decide to get on board with the HempWorx program, then I encourage you to start your own YouTube channel. Get on social media, because each of these platforms affords you an opportunity to be seen. Build it and they will come. You have to have a platform. You have to have a sounding board to get your word out to the masses. And that's where I'm thankful every day for my friends at Google and YouTube that have allowed me, to have a soapbox on which to stand and, share some knowledge and information like I'm doing right here, right now about HempWorx. But friends, I hope that in this last hour, I have provided you with some information that will at least cause you to be motivated enough to want to join the team. The only things, the basics that you need to know is like what I said. Once you get on board, get on auto ship. Set up your auto ship so that you get product delivered to you each and every month so that you don't lose your volumes, because you want to keep that volume building on your left or your right side, depending on what side. Now, I only speak for me. If you join up with me directly, you're going to have spillover on your left side or your right side, depending on which side you land on my team. Both of my legs are just about equal. They both are building, okay? So that's all I'll say about that. But once you get on board, go to the back office, familiarize yourself, go to Vistaprint, get you some cards made up, get the postcard size stuff. But again, all you need is that one website. You don't need your phone number. You don't need it. Well, you can put that on there, make you up. I've got separate cards that have that sort of thing on it. I've got cards for all different occasions. The cards work. But if you don't have something on your person when you meet somebody in the post office or at a restaurant or wherever the case may be, and you start talking about being in the hemp industry and telling people about what you do, you got to have some information to give them so you can lead them to your website. But that's it, friends. That's the simplicity of it here on the first day of January 2020. It's a great new year. It's a time to, take some chances. But again, this is a calculated risk. You have absolutely nothing to lose but an entire fortune and world to gain. And what better way to start a new year than to get started with a home-based business? Remember, you're in business for yourself, but you're not by yourself. You've got me. You've got a whole cast of characters and leaders in your upline group that care about your success. And we want to reach out and we want to help you. Just watch these videos, listen carefully to what I tell you, and start sharing it. One of the biggest mistakes people make when they join a company like this is they feel like they have to get prepared. They feel like they got to know everything. No, you don't need to know nothing. All you need to know how to do is to take that website, that marketing system that you're going to receive upon getting signed up, and start sharing it with everybody you possibly can, especially those that you know, love, and care about. Get it to them first. Say, listen, I just joined this brand new company here at the beginning of this new year. I'm tremendously excited about it. I'm working with this old retired Marine, He's been doing it for a year now. He's telling people he's making more money he's ever made in his life. Absolutely true. I wouldn't tell you that if it wasn't true, friends. But everything, I wouldn't ask you to do anything that I haven't been willing to do, and I wouldn't tell you that it's possible if it wasn't. Again, I make no claims. I make no promises because I don't know how motivated you are. But if you bring some motivation, some inspiration, some dedication, some passion to the table, and you bring the knowledge of getting yourself educated about what this product does, there's no stopping you. You can write your own ticket in 2020 and beyond. But again, this opportunity, the window of opportunity on this program is not going to stay open forever. The window closes a little bit every day. But you know the old saying, when the iron is hot, you do what? You strike. Well, the iron is extremely hot. You have this proverbial first mover's advantage. You are seeing and hearing about the next big thing before the masses. It's like you got an insider tip before anybody else. So the question now is, what are you going to do about it? Are you just going to sit back and watch and wait and watch everybody else succeed? Or are you going to come on board? Do you realize we have a program? We have a travel program that was introduced to all of the affiliates in October. It's called High Life Travel. You pay a small monthly fee. I think it's $10 a month, something like that. And you get the deepest discounts on travel. I've been using it all over the country for hotels, airfare, you name it. You get major discounts. But you can only be a part of High Life Travel if you're an affiliate with MyDailyChoice and HempWorx. Or maybe you could just be a High Life Travel affiliate and just do that by itself. I don't know. Most likely you could. Check it out. But if you travel a lot like I do, and you're not a member of High Life Travel, you're missing out. And another thing I would encourage you to do, in addition to coming to the webinar tomorrow, again, that's Thursday, January the 2nd at 12 noon Pacific. So if you're in Mountain, that's 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock Central, 3 o'clock East Coast. Be on that webinar. Go right down here now and register, and there's no more important place that you need to be. Now, this is going out to all my Facebook friends. Anybody, all you guys back there in Danville, Virginia, and surrounding area, those of you that came to the high school reunion a few weeks ago, get your ass on that webinar and look at what's going on here, guys. This is not something you want to pass up. But again, don't take my word for it. Just take a few minutes out of your busy schedule, register for the webinar, and check it out. And if you like what you see, come join the team. You already know where to go, endlesspaychecks.com. Take the tour and then upgrade at any time. Now, Thursday, tomorrow happens to be Thursday, which is in the week in the MyDailyChoice HempWorx organization. Thursday night at midnight is a very important time. Why? Because everybody that takes the free tour, if they upgrade by midnight Thursday night, you will have a lot of people below you. If you don't, you'll start all over at midnight Thursday. You'll start a new week. Then the following Thursday, if you upgrade, you'll have people under you. If you don't, you'll start all over again. And if you don't get signed up within about 4 weeks or so, you'll just be kicked right out of the system. So there is a method to the madness of what we're doing here. But bottom line is this. We're saying, why not You may have failed in everything you've ever tried in the past. But the problem was you did not have a standalone turnkey marketing system. If you were to try to recreate the marketing system that Josh Schweigel has created for all of us, for those of you that become affiliates with HempWorx, if you tried to buy this marketing system, it would cost you thousands and thousands of dollars. But you get it for free as part of your affiliateship with this company. And then what you do is you drive all of your traffic, all of your friends, family, to your own marketing system, tell them to take the free tour, and then many of them will end up joining you because the marketing system is going to do 99% of the heavy lifting and the work for you. Friends, it doesn't get any better than this. I've tried to pour my heart and soul out in this video. I've tried to make it as simplistic as I could. I've tried to give you some key points as to why you need to stop what you're doing, take the free tour, come join the team, and let's ride this wave together to greater heights that we've never seen before. You know what I'm saying? Are you down with that? Does that sound like something you might be interested in? I don't know. But God bless you. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Now, Happy New Year. God bless all of you in 2020. Make it your best year ever. Make it your best month ever. You know, today is indeed the first day of the rest of your life, and the past does not have to equal the future. These are new beginnings. This is a new start. What better way to start off this new month than to get on board with HempWorx and come join the Motley Crew team? All right, friends, God bless you once again. Thank you so much for tuning in, no matter where you are, and I'll be putting some links down in the description tag as general reminders as to what to do if you are ready to come on board and join this revolution. Okay? Well, God bless you all again. I'll talk to you soon, and I wish you the very best 2020 and future possible. Take care, my friends. Bye now.